Joining us here on the Rich Eisen Show is a man who's no doubt very, very happy today. My Pro Football Hall of Fame friend from NFL Game Day Morning and more, Michael Irvin. How are you, Irv?
Man, I'm doing great, Rich. I'm getting out the car right now in New York.
Okay.
Running across the street.
Okay.
Right.
Careful.
Trying to get me some breakfast. I just landed in New York from last night. So now I got to head over and shoot inside the NFL. But, man, I feel great. I feel great. It was a great win yesterday. A great win. Great first battle to get that playoff juices going, man, and to get that victory. It was just fun. Incredible night.
So what do you think clicked? What do you got for me on that front? What do you think clicked?
Well, first of all, we all knew. Reality clicked. We all knew, and that's why I kept saying, I want Tom, we want Tom. We want to see something great, but that offense had given us anything great all year. So I expected more of the same. And on the other side, I know we focused. I know we beat it down on all of the interceptions that Dak Prescott had put up. But he had also been putting up 30 points. I kept telling people this.
Yes, you did.
Again. I kept saying this now, and it fell out just like I thought. We still got those 30, and the Buccaneers didn't get many.
Well, I mean, in terms of that, Irv, I do have to give you credit. I did at the top of the show as well. You said we want Tom, and what you ended up getting was Tom Brady that we saw all this year, and the Cowboys picked everyone apart. I mean, from the first snap when Micah Parsons wasn't blocked and jumped into the backfield and blew up the first snap of the game, and then all the way through to I guess. He was trying to throw it away in the end zone with that interception. I mean, the defense looked terrific last night, Michael. Terrific.
Yeah, they did. And they put pressure on Tom. There were a couple of times you saw Tom and you saw Tom kind of just do a little ducking and chucking there, just getting rid of that ball. So, I mean, they got in his comfort zone and made him uncomfortable. And that's what we needed to do. And remember, we hadn't been doing much of that lately. We're complaining about that finger-licking good pass rush that wasn't so finger-licking good the last couple of weeks. But last night, they got back on point, and that was great to see.
So, Michael Irvin here on the Rich Eisen Show. A few minutes with him as he runs to go do Inside the NFL to no doubt talk about this and the rest of Super Wild Card Weekend. And then when you saw the Cowboys last night do what? That's when you knew it was all good. What was the first time where you're like, okay, I think we got this? When was that for you?
Wait, when I saw the Cowboys do what?
Just give me the moment last night in the game where you saw something where you're like, okay, I think we're good. We're good tonight because it was a slow start.
Right. Because at first I was like, oh God. That first series, oh no, not that.
Right.
Yeah. I said not this. But then, bam, we came back. And I saw it settling in. And I always go back, I tell you, Rich, to when we were a lesser talented team and we were playing Washington. And they were good. And that's when I'll never forget Wilbur Marshall saying that. We were playing them, and we were playing them good early on in the game. Everybody was panicking. Wilbur Marshall told his defense, everybody just calm down. They're really not this good. They're just hype. As soon as the hype goes down, we'll commence the whooping they, ASS. And that's exactly what they did. I was saying, hey, I was just a rookie. Said, how you going to just call this hype? What is that? But he was right. And at first, Tampa was hype. So they were battling that thing for a minute. But then the talent took over, and they commenced to whip it on them.
So what breakfast are you getting right now, Michael? Can we help you order? What do we got here?
What I pick up is just some chicken noodle soup.
Oh.
Give me an egg sandwich and some chicken noodle soup. And hey, baby, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Straight from the game, early flight this morning, land in New York after hanging out. I just posted a picture hanging out with the family the Jones family.
Yes,
of course.
we saw that.
Nice.
We saw that. The ESPN cameras called that. First of all, you know what they call chicken soup in my household, Michael? It's called Jewish penicillin. That's what it's called.
Chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle soup is some Jewish penicillin.
It's the best stuff in the world.
Oh, okay. Please. And plus, it did sound like you were screaming and celebrating and hooting and hollering with the Jones family last night, Michael.
You better believe it. I got to warm it all back up and get ready to go shoot inside the NFL. But yeah, absolutely. We had a great time.
What was that like? What was that like in there? Put me in your shoes when you walk in the Jones suite in a playoff win. By the way, the first road playoff win for the Cowboys since your 1992 NFC Championship game win on the way to your first of 3 Super Bowls. That was the last time that you went on the road. What was that like, Michael?
Yeah, Rich. He brought all that up. We talked about all of that because they were talking about how they had watched us shoot first take over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because we watched you first. So first of all, I go to the Queen. When I see her, I go in, see everybody. You go straight to the Queen.
And you're not talking about, obviously, of England. She's passed. You're talking about Mrs. Jones is what you're talking about.
Yes, man.
Okay.
Yeah. You go straight to the Queen.
Okay,
pay homage. How you doing, man? Because she's the most beautiful person in the world. I mean, really,
Understood.
the most beautiful person in the world.
Yes.
And then I look up. I said, wait a minute. It's too quiet in here. We are too quiet. And then everybody goes crazy, So we had so much fun, man. It's just fun. Because they talked about it. We watch the show all day. And, the Queen, Miss Jones, said, Baby, thank you, Father. They're battling for us. We got a battle for you, too. I said, yes, you do, Mom. Kissed her right there like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I love her like that.
I love it. All right, and a couple minutes I have left with you here, Michael Irvin. Let's turn the page here. Do you think the Cowboys, that was such a pressure-packed week, and the way that they've played the last month or so, that they came in and put that spanking on the Bucs, that this is a house money situation now going into San Francisco, or the fact that they haven't been in the NFC Championship game since you and Troy and Emmett went in your last Super Bowl, that there's still that pressure cooker that we're talking about here, or something has been relieved, do you think, Michael? What do you got?
It's a little bit of both. Rich.
Okay.
Something has been relieved because, as you just mentioned, you hadn't won a playoff game in 30 years. Well, come on, man. Tom Brady had as many playoff wins as you had. Come on, man. Every time I go on a show, somebody want to talk about something you hadn't done in 30 years. So you put some of that on the back burner. But you also know that you got plenty of business still ahead of you. And plenty of things to get accomplished, especially with what you're facing right now and that beast they got going in San Francisco.
So what's your key? Just your first blush key as you're crossing the street in New York, Michael. What do you got for me?
My first blush key of that game, that San Fran game,
Yeah.
I'm scared. All that mess y'all was saying on the show Sunday, man, you're scared, you're nervous. I wasn't scared or nervous about Tampa. This week, it's applicable.
Yeah. So what scares you the most? Is it Debo? Because he could just flip a field and he's so physical, and I know you love physical. Is it McCaffrey?
Right,
what do you got?
Right. But
defense?
The whole thing that they bring now, especially Debo being back, because it brings a certain physicalness to that offense. And without Debo and Chris McCaffrey, you still do some winning and everything. But Debo brings a physicalness to it, that you should. And remember, I got Michael Parsons on my podcast after that San Fran game. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, he told me he was sore for 2 weeks after that game, and it taught him something. I can't wait to see how he responds to what it taught him last year, now facing this team again.
I think as we wrap up here, Michael, you just hit on something that I love about this matchup. It's not only because of what San Francisco did this year and what's going on with Purdy and what's going on with this team all year long, and the same thing, the journey this year. But obviously, these are the two teams that faced each other last year, one and done. the Cowboys and the whole business of spotting the football and not knowing to give it to the umpire to spot and to lose without even getting off a snap and having that lead to this moment. And then there's also the history that you have with the 49ers and the Cowboys and 49ers. I mean, I was there, Michael, in that championship game that the 49ers finally got past you. And I'm wondering what your memories are. What drips, what flows on you when you think of your days in Candlestick or they in Texas Stadium?
The first thing that you just brought up, they hadn't won a home road playoff game in 30 years, and they won that game to go back to where the last game was played 30 years ago. You see what I'm saying? Going back to San Francisco. So I'm okay with this, man. I wanted another route. I really did. I wanted another route. I don't know if I ever could have played it out where I only saw one of them. But obviously I'm going to have to go through two of them. And maybe not two of them. Now, I'm talking about San Fran and Philly. Right. Because if Daniel Jones do that Daniel Boone thing again like he did last week, oh, my God. Maybe we have a championship game in Dallas if Dallas can pull off this miracle.
Well, I thought, again, I was there that championship day in Candlestick, and, I guess we're going to have to bring up whether Dion interfered with you or not on that day. Irv, that we have to bridge that one up one more time, I think, this week.
Well, that's 94. That's 94.
That's right, yeah.
That was the last one.
That
was the last one there.
I was there that day.
Yeah.
All right.
And the one you were talking about was 92, the first one.
Right, exactly. But 94, he interfered with you? That happened? The coach of Colorado?
Yeah.
Of course.
I should have been undefeated up there. Because Dion didn't get away with that pass interference.
He swears that did not that was just excellent coverage, Michael. That's what he swears, to this day.
And they had that old trick, and I would imagine they're still doing it, where they wet down the field, really mudded up the field. That's what they were doing in San Francisco. Now you've heard that Dallas didn't do well on natural surfaces. Somebody tried to get me to say, "Oh man, did you like playing on on the stuff that we call it?" I said, "Man, I'm not saying that. I don't like. I like playing on natural surfaces, but I'm not going to say I like playing on. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about."
You won't say the words "I like playing on grass." Is that what you're saying, Michael? You won't do it?
Because somebody's going to pull that out and put that somewhere else in some meme or something. So I was like, no. So I like playing on natural surfaces. I'm not coaching.
I love you, Michael Irvin. Thanks for doing this. I know I got you in between one thing to the other. And I will see you this weekend when we do 9 hours of television together. It's just so much fun. Great being Superman. Great being Superman, Michael.
Yeah,
well
that
done.
Thing was funny, man.
Oh, yes.
Y'all saw that style I gave Superman. I put Superman. I'm talking about. I put some brotherology on Superman. If Superman was a brother, he'll be flying all like this here. You know how brothers do all crazy things. You take just stupid stuff. You take a gun and you start twisting it sideways. Like, what? They ain't gonna help your aim. But that's what brothers do. So, right, that's what we do. So, Superman, boy, he'd be the coolest flying brother in the world.
It's the best shoes Superman's ever worn, that's for sure. I know that. I saw that.
That was true. That was funny, too. That was funny. All right.
Love you, Irv. Take care. You be well. That's Michael Irvin, Pro Football Hall of Famer, my buddy, right here on The Rich Eisen Show. Catch The Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.